Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to another day of LSD Dream Emulator. Alright. How you doing? Oh no, I just got my flu shot. Fucking rip off here, man. It's like 4,000 yen, it's like $50. Just for a goddamn flu shot. It's like $5 Australian. It's insane. Plus, they fucking made me take my temperature and did my blood pressure and goddamn listen to my heartbeat and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just put the fucking needle in my arm and let's get the hell out of here. And I had to wait like 5 million years. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Because in Australia, I'd go to the doctor, right? First of all, I'd have an appointment, right? To go see the doctor, which you can't apparently do here. Retarded. I talked about that before, but let's not get into that now. Anyway, I'd show up. They'd be like, "Alright, you here to get your flu shot? Yep. Alright, cool. Go across the road." And by across the road, I mean the other side of the shopping centre. I mean next door, essentially. Go next door to the chemist and buy a vaccine. I'm like, okay. Go over there, buy it, come back. Alright, got it. Alright, cool. Alright, go in there. Okay. Lady there. Hey, how's it going? Oh, that's cool. Alright. You ready? Here we go. Alright. See you later. Bye. Then I'd walk straight out. Wouldn't even have to talk to the receptionist again. I'd usually go like, are we good? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, it's all good. Alright, see you later. Wouldn't have to pay anything. It'd be all, we call bulk billing. Essentially, the doctor's free. If it's a basic sort of thing. And yeah. I mean, that's it. That's the process of getting a fucking flu shot. Here, what do we do? Okay, so I worked this morning. Then I finished work at 11:45. The wife was waiting for me when I finished. We immediately went to the doctor. We had to fucking fill out a goddamn form. Even though I've been to this doctor before, we had to fill out all sorts of shit like, previous conditions, whatever. It's like, what are you fucking, just give me the flu shot. For fuck's sake. Not to mention, today's the first day they had them. They haven't ordered them until now. I'm like, it's a bit late, honestly. Like, I kind of wanted to get mine last month, but whatever. Thankfully, I haven't got the flu yet. Hopefully I don't at all. Anyway, when did I get my flu shot? Well, now it's 1:30. We went and had udon afterwards. I think it was like 1 o'clock. No, it was 1:45. That's right, I remember. It was 1:45 when I actually got my flu shot. So that took between an hour and 45 minutes. Relatively, that's not that bad, actually. But still, come on. What are you doing? Oh. Right, I should have been talking about that while you were playing the game. My bad, that's fine. Alright, so, I have pretty much done all the EX missions. I streamed myself doing the EX missions or extra missions in, so in the end it's, well, with the regular version of Deity. I haven't done the other versions yet. And I need to go and find the other, EX missions that I haven't collected yet. And maybe I'll do some more videos about that, but, yeah. I'm pretty much done with, Xanthus. Well, I say that. I want to play it a few more times, but that's good value. For VR, that's fantastic value. It was like worth $30. Didn't you get a discount? Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, it would have been. That's why I would have bought it. And yeah, it's super duper good value. Are you back to where you started? I am. Super good value for the amount of money you spend. Also, this is a little public service announcement. That the game Tetris Effect, which is a new Tetris game that has some new mechanics in it, and it has a full VR mode. has a demo, a timed demo that you can play from now until I think Monday is when it finishes. You can play it even if you don't have VR, and I recommend you do. The music is amazing. I particularly like that first song. The song for, I think it's called, the level's called Deep. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the third song. Yeah. The visuals are okay, but it's a bit, I'm not a fan, but the first one and the second one were pretty good. Anyway. You gotta check that out. I also recorded the first 15 of it. That's 45 minutes long. That you'll be able to check out tomorrow. I'll put that up tomorrow for the first 15 for tomorrow. Alright. I probably shouldn't spoil anything. If you haven't been keeping up to date with YOLO. But I can say that Sunday's YOLO is gonna be special. Yes, it's gonna be special. So tune into that. Catch up with MDK. Is it MDK? MDK, yeah. If you haven't already done so. And then, tune into Sunday's Solo YOLO. And that's about it. Yeah. I noticed that Yakuza 6 and Yakuza Kiwami 2, or Yakuza 2 Kiwami, are discounted at the moment on the Australian PSN. And 6 is discounted on the American one, and well, then it ends up being cheaper for me just to buy it on the Australian one. So I might do that. I might. Once I'm done with Zone of the Enders, I think I'll buy one of the Yakuza. I don't know which one yet. I mean, theoretically, I should get 6. Oh, wait, this is the balloons. Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump on one. Is there somebody in those? I think you'll never know. Yeah, I don't know which one I should play, either Yakuza 6 or Kiwami 2. I mean, we've almost done, we can do both. Why not do both? You're right, actually. Yeah, totally do both. Because you can do, because like, we're streaming 2, but you can stream Kiwami 2. Like live. Yeah. And then you can actually do 6 by yourself. That's all about it. Do 6 like you did 5. I streamed it, but it was shut up and play, and I was just doing what I wanted to do. And then do Kiwami 2 as one of the Sunday streams. After we finish the first game, of course. Yeah, of course. I might do that, yeah. It's about time I bought those games. I don't think they're going to get discounted very much more, so I've just got to bite the bullet and buy them. Well, that's not true. They will totally be discounted more. Yeah. This kind of makes me want to buy one and leave the other one for it to get discounted. Yeah. I don't know. It's the Kiwami 1 got discounted like a lot. It did. I was going to say 5. No, you think that's 0. 0 didn't get that discounted, but it did get quite discounted. But yeah, Kiwami 1 got discounted a bunch. So maybe I should hold on for Kiwami 2. But then, what are we going to do for our streams? You have a whole bunch of shit to do you want to do for streams. Like, well, this summer lesson, yeah. What else? Well, yeah, that's about it, isn't it? Was there not another game that I kind of wanted to play? On a Sunday stream? Not really. Oh, that's interesting. The lips on that face are not actually its mouth. Go figure. Where the hell are we? Are we in? Oh, okay. Hey, Peacock Chan. I'm gonna touch you. Alright. You wanna talk about dream? I have one freaking heck of a dream to talk about. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now, I'm just trying to enjoy this. What happens out now? And I want to kind of look at those patterns that we were looking at. Where am I? It's a very good question. Oh, this is that face. Remember the face? Yeah, I remember the face. So a lot of designs on the ground are basically those weird alien things that we've seen a bunch of. Yeah. And basically you're just looking for more. Man, that's an interesting texture. That is an interesting texture. Yeah. By the way, have we ever seen the have we ever seen the sexual texture? Oh, that's another dream. For Happy Day. We have, it's the one where there's like geisha and like kabuki dudes. That's quote unquote the sexual texture, is it? That's kind of boring. Yeah, it is. Right, before we start talking about your dream, was there anything else you wanted to talk about? No, just that, yeah, Tetris Effect will come out tomorrow. YOLO, of course, will come out on Sunday. And that's about it. I need to record more videos. You know. Thankfully, like, the holiday that I had before, I was able to record a bunch of Zone the Enders. I was able to record a bunch of First 15s. You'll notice that the First 15s, okay, so this week's going to be Tetris Effect. Next week, I'll tell you now, next week's going to be Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, because I finally got it to run semi-okay. Oh, and I also found out a much better way of playing the game. No, I didn't find out how to make the game run better. Well, kind of. It runs a little better, but I found out that if I use a controller, it's a lot more responsive than the mouse for my shitty computer that can't run the game well. So I ended up actually making a little bit of progress in that game. That'll be next Saturday. And then after that, we're gonna go all the way back to the A's, I think. I need to play catch up on a whole bunch of games that I wasn't able to record back on my old laptop, but now that I've got the new laptop, it runs a little bit better, i.e. better footy. i.e. is not the right word, no. Case in point, ergo is the word you wanted to say. Anyway, the point is, yeah, we're going to go back to the A's, we're going to do a bunch of games, A, B, C, D, and then, where are we up to right now? We're up to the D's, I think. We're trying to finish the D's, and then we'll move on to the E's later. Alright. So many games. There really are a lot of fucking games to play for this first 15. And then once I finish the first 15, oh, dude. Yeah, good luck getting past. What letter's got to give you a whole bunch of trouble? I think A is like the one that had a whole bunch, right? And B. And D. I think E's. Yeah, there's a few E's. I think M is going to give you a little bit of grief. Why M? We got Metal Gear Solid, you got... And a part of me thinks W is going to give me trouble. I don't know why. Y has Yakuza. I probably won't need to... By the time we get to Y, I don't think I'll need to do the first 15 minutes of the Yakuza games, because I would have pretty much streamed them all by then. That's true. I don't have to do a first 15 of a game if I've already played it on the channel. That's kind of the rule. Like, I never did Dive Kick, because I played Dive Kick. I did, like, a quote-unquote first 15 minutes of Dive Kick, when I was, like, fast-traveling in Arena. Back when I wanted to make a video, even though... don't worry about it. Was that a shop and play? I think that was back when you did Arena, Fridays were shut up and play days. So, if you were fast traveling on a Friday, it'd be kind of dumb, wouldn't it? To just have the guy running on the horse. So I actually played a game. I played Dive Kick without talking. That was what it was. Yeah. I gotta blow my nose because I drank. I started to drink. I drank the soup of the udon and it fucking came out my nose. Fucking slob. Yeah, whatever. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Then we'll talk about my dream. Alright, let's talk about dreams. So this was a doozy, like I said before. You're gonna... I suppose I could... What? So there's a big natural disaster coming, and I think it was a big tsunami, actually. But I might also have dreamed about an earthquake. I don't know if I dreamt that or if that was on TV. But I remember being in like a... It was like a train station. It was very similar to the train station when you're chasing... I forgot the guy's name. In Police Notes, when you're chasing the guy and you go into a train station and then, what's his name, gets shot. Jonathan? No, not Jonathan. Oh god, what's his name? Who? The guy likes to eat, like, burgers and loves Earth / home. Johnny? No. Fuck! Right, I can't remember his name. It's gone. Oh, hi, maybe. How does he get through the, he just clips through it. Anyway. Yeah, so it was in an area where you couldn't see outside the sides, but you could hear, like, you could feel like a rumbling, and everyone, all these Japanese people were, like, freaking out. Like, what's going on? What's going on? It was like there was a tsunami coming. I might have actually seen them on TV. Hey, was that the lips? The lips are coming. Is that the lips chased me forward? Well, this is a flashback, so it'll be really short. It's true. Now, I said about the Japanese thing, but that's weird because we're actually in a South Asian country. And it's in like a... Oh, hello. It's in like a poor... Oh, okay, don't attack me. That's fine. It's in like a poor sort of area. Like shantytown or whatnot. Anyway. So, I'm like, hey, we should probably go. But some other like Western tourists are like... Oh no, it's not that bad. It'll be alright. Why are they fucking Australians? Oh, it'll be alright, mate. Don't worry about it. Anyway, no, I think that was supposed to be American, but it's irrelevant. And then the water starts coming. Like, not like a tsunami, but like a storm surge kind of. Like, the water starts filling up. And they're like, oh yeah, we should probably go now. It's like up to our ankles at this point. And we get going. I'm a little bit sad at this point because as we're leaving, I'm like, oh fuck. My like laptop and all my shit is all now getting like flooded. Oh man. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, let's just leave. I remember... Wait, what? I remember? Oh yeah, I remember at one point when I was like trying to say, hey guys, we gotta go. I was like trying to point this out to like some arrogant blonde woman who's probably American. And I point out, like, that if we evacuate, like the water, we're like sort of on the top of like a hill sort of area, or like we got the high ground, and the water's coming up to our ankles on the high ground. So I'm like, hey, maybe we should probably go, because if we need to evacuate, which we clearly need to do at this point, we're gonna have to go down the hill where the water's gonna be flowing down like a waterfall. So she's like, yeah, alright. fucking Aussie. I also remember like we were like running downstairs, and I was like jumping, like leaping down like multiple flights of stairs in a row, like a badass. Anyway, on the way out, I see a public bathroom, and I need to go. And it's pretty busy in there. But I go around like a corner to like a stall that's got no one waiting for it. There's just someone inside. I don't know why, but I seem to commonly dream about very in-depth bathrooms in my dreams. I don't know why that is. Because like, a bathroom would be like, you know, you walk in and there's like a row of stalls, maybe urinals for the male toilets, and that's it, right? But this is like, it's like a maze. You can like go around a corner and then there's like another stall on the other side of the corner. Why would anyone have that? Doesn't make sense. I had a dream when I was in elementary school where I went to the bathroom, and in the bathroom there was like this little steamy things where you're like, it opens up and you like step into it and your head's sticking out of it, but inside is like a sauna. Why did I dream that? I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about it. It's fucking freaky. Your lips sucking on my... Yeah, that's what it's doing. Anyway. Also, a lot of the dreams that I have about bathrooms, the bathroom is like disgusting and gross. Like that other dream I had in elementary school, where it was the elementary school bathroom that I kind of remember. But let's talk about the toilet. Okay, so there's a gate, right? There's a door, right? And there's a gap at the bottom and a gap at the top, like generally installed. You open the door. I might have talked about this already. You open the door, right? And immediately after the threshold of the door, there is a porcelain gutter running from both edges of the bathroom. So what I mean is you have to like step over this gutter, and that's where the poop and the piss goes down, right? It's not unlike a Japanese toilet, which is weird because I had this dream way before I even knew what a Japanese toilet was. Anyway, you step over that. Also, from here on out, the entire floor is porcelain. I don't know why. Anyway, so there's like the toilet goes, the floor of the toilet goes up. It's got like an upward slant. And at the top of this hill is a porcelain flat seat. And I guess you're supposed to sit on it and poop, but there's no like hole or anywhere for the poop to go. You just sort of sit in it, and then it like, I guess when you flush it, like naturally flows down the hill into that gutter and then flows away into nothingness. It is the most impractical toilet that I have ever thought about, that I could imagine. I guess it was in my dream. Anyway, back to the dream I had last night. Right. So anyway, right, toilets are gross. Yeah, we all know that. So I finally get in the stall that I need, but I need some toilet paper, right, to like open the lid without touching it or something like that. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I do that. Like whenever I go to a public bathroom, the first thing I do is get a bunch of toilet paper, and I use the toilet paper to touch whatever I need to touch, because I'm not touching anything on that toilet. Heaven forbid I have to actually take a shit, because then I'll just have to shit myself. That's not true. I'll only shoot myself if it's a Japanese toilet, which I will never, ever, ever do. Fuck that noise. Anyway. I'd rather like drive like 10 minutes to a goddamn convenience store than actually use it. Oh, God, crazy, leave me alone. Anyway, whatever. Right, so I'm trying to get some toilet paper, right? However, ugh, gross. The outer layers of the toilet roll are yellow and gross. Like it's been rolling around on a pissy floor for like a week or something. It's all like dried up and gross and like yellowy. Ugh, it's gross. Anyway, I don't know how I did it, but I somehow managed to get those gross layers off of it, so to get into the nice clean sheets underneath it. And then, I guess the tsunami hit the building. And it seems like the entire building was washed away. And it sort of like flipped or rolled over. Because we all get tossed about. I remember, imagine a building, but it's like on its side. And I'm at the upper end. And like the bathroom like stall wall is like below me, and I can see like down the toilet over the top of the walls. Good times. Anyway, much later, I arrive in like a new, like an RPG-like world. This part of the dream is a little bit vague, but I do remember a couple of things. I remember a bossy ruler and finding a small boat. And then I'd go journey to look for like resources or something, or somewhere else to live. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember picking up a bunch of RPG type weapons to fight monsters or zombies or something. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just RPG enemies. Could have been. Anyway, first of all, there were these little daggers for maybe throwing or possibly stabbing, but they were probably I think they were poisoned. They're kind of like the daggers that Loki uses in the Marvel movies, whenever he, like, stabs someone, especially Thor in the back, or in the side. I kind of ignored them at first and went for, there was like a long staff with like a meat pounder on the end of it. It was like a mace, I guess. Like a mace polearm. Don't worry about it. Anyway. I also found, I found some more stuff nearby. A bow. Actually, multiple bows, but I had to pick up the one. And a quiver. There's also a crossbow there with 4 bolts. Seems like the bow might have unlimited ammo. The quiver, at least. It could have been limited, who knows. But the crossbow did actually have a limited amount of ammunition. 4. So I'm like, I probably won't go with the crossbow then. There was also a crappy wooden shield. But I couldn't find a sword at first, but I think I did find one eventually. So I remember basically I picked everything up as much as I could, and I was wondering, like, can I pick all this up? What's my encumberment? Is this like one of those realistic first-person shooter games where you can only have like 2 guns at a time, or am I just going to be able to like hoard all this stuff at once? And that's the end of my dream. Alright, we'll come back tomorrow. I don't know how busy I'm going to be tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be able to record a video tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, stay tuned for Tetris Effect tomorrow, and YOLO on Sunday. And of course, LSD, the Dream Emulator. But for now, my name is Leo, and I'll see you next time.